against Rogue, more so than the mid-range Druid. A lot of small stuff Rogue has to deal with while pushing for damage.
I've heard pros say otherwise, but I think...
Shock into... Oh, you got the Innovate. Pretty good. Innovate out the Shredder here if he wants to.
You could Wrath and Innovate out Clarison.
No, that's not bad either.
Shredder is not that good against that board. I guess it is decent, but...
Yeah. Feral's not the best card to draw. He keeps... I really like keeping the Abusive here. You don't really need it on the board right now. Totem Golem is pretty strong on its own. And you keep it...
But also, you have 4 mana next turn, so you can play
that. Exactly.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Just, words are hard sometimes. Makes it easy to trade into something like an Emperor.
I think you're just gonna... You might just Lava Shock that, actually.
Lava Burst, you mean?
Yeah, sorry, Lava Burst.
Yeah.
Now you play it, obviously, because...
Yeah, just...
You have the mana for it.
He just wants to get as much damage out of his board as possible. It's pretty much the goal here. Mr.Yagut desperately trying to ramp up into his taunts and just bigger minions, right? So we see XiXo has 1 Earthshock to play around the
wall. That's gonna be pretty huge, I think. Yeah. I think that's just gonna win him the game.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Basically has to drop the boom here. There's no
he has to get board back somehow, and boom is good. Even though it tank a lot of damage, it's what you need to do. And then he hopes to defend afterwards with the Ancient of War, but I don't think it's gonna be enough.
I would go for the Warlock here here.
Yeah, I agree. He has 3 1-drops, he's running out of steam, and he just needs damage to finish off. I think it's the correct decision. He agrees.
XiXo being a smart player agrees with all the analysts on the casting panel, right? I don't see a lot to do here. Just Smork.
Let's see if he's tempted to Earthshock this. He doesn't fall for this trap.
Stream just died, boys. Rip. Oh, it's back up. Okay. Alright, just Smork. It's a pretty good choice. See what the bombs can do. It's a pretty bad bomb. Gotta trade the Keeper first here. Actually, no, you don't have to.
That makes sense. Oh.
A bit unfortunate the procs you get here. Gonna rely on the war. It's not gonna save him, unfortunately.
Yeah, he probably just wanna hit face with the boom and end the game quickly.
Yeah. Smart play from Yagut. He does what he can, but
and he's dead.
Oh, another 10 damage from hand.
Wow.
Casually. Alright.
1 mana, 10 damage.
Just gonna end the pain.
And he hides the Doomsayer. He's never gonna guess the Doomhammer. But worse today.
Yeah.
He's never gonna guess there's a Doomhammer in XiXo's deck now.
It doesn't help they name all the cards the exact same thing, right? So XiXo doing what XiXo does, just like quick fire 1-0. And then he's got to take against Rogue or Patron now, so it's going to be the Patron.
Yep. Probably has the best chance against this. Rogue is really, really unfavored in this matchup.
Yeah.
You got the Finlay on the Warrior side this time.
Yes, but it's not the matchup where you want Finlay.
Nope.
You kind of have to play it anyway if you draw it, but he just chooses to throw it away.
I mean, is there a better hero power against aggro decks than Armor Up? I don't like.
No. But it's a 1/3 minion that can trade with a Lebanon. So sometimes you just do it and pick priest hero power or something.
You got the 2 worst here, the ones you don't want.
Yeah. Yeah, XiXo is not in it for the long haul.
Nope. Definitely a good top deck though on turn 1. He had the double Totem Golem into Juggler.
Yeah.
And top deck's the 1-drop on turn 1. It's pretty huge. So I'm pretty sure we're just gonna see the Armor Smith to stall here, and then just see the Despot next turn. That's what I would do.
Making the good play of drawing all of his minions first, and then drawing to his spells later.
Yeah, it's definitely a good player.
Definitely the right play to play, right?
Yeah. The double Golem is gonna be really, really painful here. I don't.
Yeah, if you play Totem Golem now, you can go into Juggler, Lebanon. But I guess he just wants the max pressure on the board. Like it would make sense curve-wise to play the Totem Golem, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe you have nothing to crackle this. Like
Yeah, but maybe he thinks he's gonna play something this turn. He wants to crackle, so he wants to keep his options open, right? So.
Yeah, but what do you want to crackle? If I guess the Frothing, that's it. But
like he knows
Frothing is not good here anyway.
He knows there might be a Deathbite coming, so it doesn't really matter if he has the Juggler on the board or the second Totem Golem. He's just gonna maximize it with the Hero Power. Alright, so he's gonna go Leopard on Hero Power next turn. He's gonna maximize his damage.
Yeah, that's true. He's saving his Lebanon for after the Deathbite has gone off. It makes sense.
I'd like to see a Frothing here. Just hit, then Frothing on Wobbin, something like that.
Frothing is really important in this matchup. Like you kind of also have to raise the aggro shaman at some point. And the thing is, if you get Frothings, like even the most aggressive aggro decks, they have to respect them. Otherwise, they'll just lose the game on the spot. And if they throw damage into a Frothing, like it's gonna not go to your face, obviously. So that's good.
Interesting that he chooses to take out the Juggler here. He doesn't really have a reliable way to deal with the...
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Also, the Juggles had low expected value with 2 Armor Smiths on board. I would have liked to see a second into the Totem Golem, to be honest.
Yeah, yes, well. Especially because it just gives the Totem Golem a good chance to just take out one of the Armor Smith here for free.
Yeah, he literally have no way to do it. Like, if he had an Execute, yeah, because Execute are bad in this matchup anyway, but he doesn't even.
Yeah, don't really like the target here. Just too afraid of the Juggler, I feel. Especially because he could have killed the Juggler with a Whirlwind guaranteed next turn. Now he just sits there with no really answer to the things on the board. Warwick's decent draw here. Most likely gonna see a Frothing dropped here as well.
Yeah.
See which one he takes out. If he takes out the Trog or the Golem. I think the Trog is the bigger threat.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have a big hand size, so there was definitely some merit in thinking about it there.
Yep. Feral into Leper. Really good turn for him here.
Yeah, he has. This is now when you want those spells in hand. You want the reach now. You're so close.
There's no way for Yagut to gain any life either, so... Wellman not even that good here. It just basically doesn't remove anything. So I'm pretty sure we're just gonna see the second
It's just too many minions on the board to work out for Yagut.
You can draw another card with an Acolyte if he wants to. I don't really see the point, to be honest. There's not that many 2 mana cards you can draw into, like maybe...
He doesn't have armor gains to come back as well, so it's just like...
It's going Battle Rage, maybe go for like an Execute. Second Whirlwind actually helps with clearing the board. So you can full clear if he wants to. Also just play the Kor'kron and just deal with the Ferals and with the Totem Golem.
Yeah.
Just gonna go full defensive here. Just clear the board. Hope your opponent, hope his opponent doesn't have anything to deal with his stuff anymore. Nope. Oh, okay, he's gonna do it. Take out the other Feral with the space. Go back down to 14. Actually, XiXo's hand is a little bit lackluster. He has to draw a minion here or a Doomhammer. Trog. Decent. Not the best. Just gonna go for the
Just gonna maximize hero power here, obviously. But even then, Yagut can only heal 1 every turn. He used both his armor smiths unless he plays shield block. He can heal for 1 each turn, but the average top deck from XiXo is way more than 1 damage.
Yeah. Let's see, in how many turns? We have to calculate how many turns XiXo can actually kill him, right? It's 3 turns maybe. So, good draw you with the second Feral. Gives him another board presence. Gives Yagut something to think about, something to deal with. Really weird mana for him here. He can't Deathbite and play a 3-drop and armor. So he might just not play the Deathbite at all.
Yeah, he's thinking about Acolyte, but what can he really draw? It's gonna help him.
So he's gonna go
Grom. He needs Grom as well to finish the game quickly when he deals with this.
So you're at 4, 9, 10 damage. So he needs 2 damage here for lethal. That's kind of 2 damage. So he's 1 damage off here. Could ping his own leper now.
Yeah.
Be 1 damage off, but go for the conservative and the correct play here.
Yeah, you just ping face there, obviously. It's gonna die no matter what. You know there's no silence in this deck, so
yeah.
It's gonna deal 2 damage no matter what.
Slam buys him 1 more turn here, like so. At least, if he doesn't top play anything. Second slam. Not necessarily what he wanted here. But he needs to draw into life gain. I don't know if he even plays some kind of life gain, but he's gonna want to set up a really big throttling here, so he can kill XiXo in 2 turns. It's really hard without the moments, though. It's gonna get a 9-2. But XiXo has so many outs here. Gets the lava shot.
Yeah.
Alright. There's so many outs in XiXo's
But
deck
there
here.
were options. I think there were some outs that would.
I don't know. Like you played 2 of his Leper Gnomes, you played with the Juggler, you played 2 Totem Golems, 2 Ferals. So it's basically all the cards that don't deal like direct damage in the Shaman deck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm just curious if there were any outs for Yagut to have lethal if XiXo missed it. Like he was still at 29 life or something.
I think he needed at least another 2 turns there.
Yeah, like a whirlwind wouldn't be enough. He didn't have enough minions. Yeah.
I already played 2 whirlwinds too, right? So like maybe an unstable goal, something like that.
Yeah. So he needed 2 turns to dodge lethal. That was just
So he has to go for the worst matchup here. 1-0 for XiXo. What's Yagut's last deck? The Warlock, right? So both of them pretty weak. No,
It's the
Warlock
Rogue.
is banned,
Yeah,
right?
Warlock, yeah, the Warlock was banned.
So he has Rogue, and what's his last deck?
This is his last deck. He's
Alright, he already lost with the Druid, right?
Yeah.
So
it's been a long evening.
Last
and then, like
chance
this
for
is
them.
something discussed before as well. 2-0 often, or like when you had 2 games, it often means like you.
You've lost your counter game, so now you're down to your worst deck. So
Exactly.
when you're 2-0 down, 3-0 happens quite a lot just because of the nature of last year's standing.
But who can win? And you win this game by having some, like, it has to involve prep. Like, prep is like the best card, and then some really, really efficient power turns. You just deal with the board and develop the board.
Yeah. Deck step by side, prep, teacher,
Yeah.
and if you play something like a heal bot, or like all the heal can get from your deck pretty much. So XiXo with not a bad start with a Leper Gnome into the Totem Golem. And Yagut a little bit slow with just the coin SI. So XiXo definitely has the advantage here. Yagut has to bridge 1 more turn. XiXo doesn't play
It's so hard to combo. It's so hard to combo and eviscerate without a dagger. Like usually you do like deadly in this. So I think it's justified just going face there.
Yagut going for a really, really big tempo play with the prep fan into the poison here.
Yeah.
Just he wants to keep his SI around. Oh, no. Decides against it. Goes for the 3-drop instead. Interesting. Teacher's guaranteed next turn. I would have liked to see the poison more here, because then you have another removal on your hand. Like basically already equipped. That's why I mean not on your hand for next turn, but decides against it. Flurry. Interested to see if he just goes for the teacher. I think that's the correct play.
Yeah, and it sets up for a dagger deadly flurry to swing the tempo. I really like just dropping the teacher there.
Let's see if XiXo plays around with the double lava burst he has in his hand. Double ancestral knowledge. There's a lot of cards drawn.
Yeah, no respect for the teacher. He has so much damage.
Actually,
he is going to trade.
Actually, he trades it.
Interesting. He goes for that trade instead of lava.
I would like to see the lava burst more,
Yeah,
but
he's
that
gonna
overloads him really hard for the next turn, so he has to take that into consideration as well.
Yeah, you definitely have to look at your hand and count mana for next turn. That should really have a big impact on your decision.
XiXo plays it really interesting here. He trades a lot.
Yeah, straight shaman, new meta.
I don't know if I like it, because like sure he has the 2 lava bursts,
Yeah, I
But-
don't like it actually. It's I like going. He went face with the 3-4. That was definitely correct. Like on before, yeah, good turn 3. But some of these
This is
trades,
this is the point where Rook has the chance to come back here. He's gonna get the board clear here. Gets the backstep too. That's pretty big. Just gets
Yeah,
to deal with
can
the
kill
totem
too.
golem without sacrificing his shredder. Clears the spell damage totem as well. Just takes away the additional damage for the lava bursts.
and he sets XiXo on a serious clock. Like even though he has a lot of damage, he might not have the time to cast it all and draw it.
Yeah, XiXo's pretty like he doesn't have a lot of outs here. He needs to Doomhammer or Crack also. Not gonna surprise me if he goes for the life tap here just to goes like just draw into his things. He goes for the life tap instead of the Druid Hero Power. Gets the Lava Shock, not bad.
So he can like technically cast Lava Shock and Lava Burst, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see the Trog here though. Oh, wow, that's a pretty big draw. Damn.
Yeah, that's game ender. So we're not gonna see a quick run by XiXo as usual.
He's actually going to have to play another game.
Yeah.
He's got a
Poor
choice
XiXo.
between his Reno lock or his Patron.
Yeah, he
it's
chose to
about-
play this match a little bit more defensive than usual. Didn't work out for him.
Both of these seem fairly decent matchups for him, though.
Yeah, this was definitely a great matchup. He didn't have the worst draws either, but he just chose to play around things that Yagut had on his hand, right? He had the Poison Flurry, that's what he was playing around. But he couldn't play around it forever, and then he just ran out of his board, ran out of minions to play, and just get counted by the teacher. So
people are kind of split on this matchup. Someone says it's Rogue favorite, and some says it's still Patron favorite. Also, like it depends on the list.
it just this is really similar to the Warlock actually. Like if you just have the flurries, you actually just win. You have to have the flurries at the right time.
But
Just
sometimes, like you can just put on so much pressure with Lothip and
Yeah,
shredders and stuff.
Sure.
So it's
think we know
not.
what
It's
these
not.
two
You
players-
don't need patrons to win this matchup. Like it's just not about that always.
I think we know what these two players would both say was favourite, right? XiXo known for his Patron. Mr.Yagut
Yeah,
known
it's
for
like
his
the
Rogue.
specialists playing the specialist deck against each other. It's pretty awesome.
Not the worst stand for Yagut here. Has a lot of options. He has the teacher. He has 2 preps with the sprint. Has a Drake. So he has everything. He has minions. He has spells. He has draw. Pretty much all he needs here. It's pretty good rogue hand for this match.
Yeah,
Like just every
Prep
matchup.
spin is like the optimal turn.
I wouldn't
Turn
have
4
played,
against Warrior.
I wouldn't have played the prep sprint here. I would have played the minion first. Because you don't really have. I don't really like the prep sprint here. Can still do that next turn.
Yeah, it's interesting. I am not even sure about it. Usually it does, like against Control Warrior, you usually always do it, right?
I would always play the 4-drop first and then the prep spin after. Good drop for XiXo here with the Death Bite. Gives him a big board if he wants it with a double Dread Crosser. If you can, you want to force the Flurry before Patrons.
Yeah, but like a board like this is perfect to force a flurry, but I don't think we see a flurry in Mr.Yagut's hand. He only has the deadly.
Yeah, maybe he went for the prep sprint on turn 4 because he knew XiXo was playing low tap, so he didn't want to like play the teacher and then just run into the low tap right away.
He still had a Surge Rake, right?
Yeah, but still, you lose your teacher for free. And then,
Yeah,
like, if your opponent has the,
I know it's
the
bad.
Death
but-
Bite, right? So,
Yeah,
pretty good turn here. That's
it's
a
a fun
10
cleave.
10 cleave. No execute. Oh, he top decks the execute. That's unfortunate.
I think he can choose to just go for one patron, but like it's not really good because his hand is just whirlwinds, right? So you have to go for bigger patrons.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's okay just to make like 2 patrons against Rogue if you expect the flurry, but when his hand is literally just whirlwind, it's kind of like your only out right now.
Yagut fighting back quite well against this board and like against XiXo's power plays here.
But also Grom could be huge if XiXo picks that up.
Yeah, it's getting quite low here. But he still needs a little bit of damage to push through.
And I don't think there's a heal bot in your goods list. He just plays the Belcher
Yeah,
instead.
he plays the Belcher instead, which is fine. It deals with like the same thing, right? So
Yeah.
he chooses to like keep the teacher around. It's really smart to attack here. You don't have to, but I actually really like it because you kind of bait the Patron, and you have another.
Yeah, you have exact mana to like flurry on board of Patron, so
It's
totally
totally
justifiable.
really wrecked here. Like he just invests everything, like his whole hand, into the Patrons.
it's pretty awesome. You clear the board with a pretty free will. It's like it looks pretty good on paper, but against Rogue, it's just like it's not one you want to do.
Yeah. Mr.Yagut baiting it a little bit. See if he like uses a top deck flurry just to like spite him.
You kind of want to see his face right now when he does that.
And you just gotta look on the stream in 5 minutes. Right, doesn't use a top deck
Yeah.
flurry.
And it's the right thing to do not to use the top deck one, just because XiXo may well know he's been baited there, and if you use a top deck one, XiXo can
Yeah.
play around. Can play
That's
around
a
the
good
second
point.
one.
Good point. Grom not the worst top deck to get here. Steals 4 damage to the face. Big mini has to deal with.
Yeah, and sabbing it is so bad because if he draws like another trigger, he's dead or he's at 1 life, depending if it's like an inner rage.
Really
I guess
needs
he has no whirlwinds left, so it's only like inner rage.
Yeah, or Taskmaster, right? I guess he only
Yeah,
played
that's
one.
like a
Probably
simple
doesn't play. He probably doesn't play 2.
I've seen XiXo play like one.
There it is.
Oh!
Wow.
What an ending! What an ending!
XiXo pushing for enough damage with a low tap double Dread Corsair to like Grom.
Yeah.
And